on the road for over 4 generations. Our full-service automotive center offers a convenient and comfortable experience. We offer alignments, tire and oil changes, and emergency roadside assistance. BG Tire is a one-stop shop that saves you time and keeps your vehicle reliable. Visit the family you know and trust at BG Tire, 1046 Lovers Lane in Bowling Green.
All right. Y'all want some local news? Here we go. Just a moment here. Getting my bearings. All right. In local news today, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office Facebook account posted 2 very graphic photographs of a dead cow that appeared to have been cut from its upper to lower abdomen or attacked by an animal. According to the post, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is saying it is part of an ongoing animal attack in the county. The agency is still unsure as to what is attacking these animals. The photographs show a fully grown cow that was found across the Cumberland River near the ferry at McMillan's Landing. The Sheriff's Office in the post asked everyone to keep an eye on small children and pets, quote, as these animals are still out there. Social media reaction to the post tells a different story. An overwhelming majority of those commenting on the post believe that a human killed this cow because of the way that its abdomen is cut. No further information has been added to the post. You can follow or like Monroe County Sheriff's Office to see the photographs, which are hidden due to the graphic nature of the 2 photographs. On Thursday, December 6th at approximately 2 p.m., detectives with the Barren River Drug Task Force made contact with 22-year-old Caleb Thomas Pettigo of Glasgow on Happy Valley Road near Cave City in reference to a suspicious package that Mr. Pettigo had picked up. Barren County Sheriff's Deputy B.J. Childers, along with K-9 Merck, conducted an open-air sniff of the vehicle, and the K-9 gave a positive alert of narcotics in the vehicle. Detectives searched the vehicle and found a package that contained approximately 4 pounds of high-grade marijuana in vacuum-sealed bags, along with a prescription pill that Mr. Pettigo claimed he did not have a prescription. The package of high-grade marijuana had been shipped into Barren County from California. Mr. Pettigo was arrested and charged with trafficking in marijuana, 8 ounces to 5 pounds or less, first offense, and possession of a controlled substance, first-degree first offense, opiates. He was lodged in the Barren County Jail. The Metcalfe County Board of Education met on Tuesday. Superintendent Dr. Benny Lyle has the report.
The Metcalfe County Board of Education met in regular session on Tuesday, December 11th. Board members Joey Shive and Donnie Perry were sworn in by new family court judge Micah Wood Pence to begin the meeting. Recognition for the month was Mr. Johnny Tarter. Johnny is well known in our community for taking photos of our student athletes, particularly high school and middle school, and making those available to parents and the students. And he also serves as our driver's education instructor as well. So we were honored to present their recognition to Johnny at the meeting. In action items, the board approved the comprehensive district improvement plan, approved the schematic drawing for the HVAC project at the high school, and spent some time discussing and approving the formation of a SLEO, or a school law enforcement organization, which will in essence be a police department for Metcalfe County schools, which we hope leads to the hiring and the organization of 3 school resource officers, one that will be placed at each of our elementary schools and placed under the direction of the school district. The next board meeting will be January 15th, 2019, 6 p.m.
And in a press release sent by Barren County Clerk Helena Birdwell, the Barren County Clerk's office will be closed on December 22nd, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, as well as New Year's Eve and New Year's Day for the holiday and statewide system outages scheduled for this time. The office apologizes for any inconvenience and thanks you for your understanding. More local news when we continue.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parish Carpet.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
In more local news at this hour, Representative Steve Riley of Glasgow has been selected by the House leadership to chair the Budget Review Subcommittee on Primary and Secondary Education and Workforce Development for his upcoming term in the Kentucky General Assembly. This subcommittee works on budget matters relating to the Cabinet for Education and Workforce Development, a broad and expansive cabinet dealing with a variety of different issues as it relates to education and job preparedness. House Appropriations and Revenue Chair Stephen Rudy added that he looks forward to working with Riley, pointing to Riley's expertise on education issues as being beneficial to the budget process. WCLU News spoke with Riley about being appointed to this position.
Well, Wes, I was very honored that the House leadership appointed me to be the chairman for the Budget Review Subcommittee on Primary and Secondary Education and Workforce Development. And, of course, that's an area with my background in education for years and years. They thought that it would be an area that I would fit really good as far as being chairman of that committee.
The General Assembly convenes for the 2019 session on January the 8th. Two Republican lawmakers said further study of the effectiveness of medical marijuana was necessary before it could be considered. State Representative Danny Bentley, a pharmacologist from Russell, and Dr. Ralph Alvarado of Winchester told the General Assembly's Interim Joint Committee on Health and Welfare and Family Services on Wednesday that more research needs to be done and results of medical marijuana remain largely unknown. Bentley, who teaches at the Ohio University Southern School of Nursing, has filed legislation for the 2019 session, a concurrent resolution calling for the expediting of research regarding the safety and efficiency of the use of marijuana for medicinal purposes. Bentley says all of us here want to see effective and safe remedies from life-altering conditions such as PTSD, chronic pain, nausea, and vomiting, and multiple sclerosis. He says the field of pharmacology is a response to that very desire. He said people have always sought remedies when what was available was inefficient, so much that people often in desperation are willing to hope and try preparations that are, in the end, more harmful than good. He told the panel barriers established by the federal government need to be adjusted to allow for the responsible and swift advancement of research and conclusion, as we are working closer now with Canada and Israel. The resolution urges the FDA, the National Institute on Drug Abuse, and the DEA expedite research on the safety and effectiveness of the use of marijuana for certain health purposes. That would include changing marijuana from a Schedule I drug, which makes it illegal under any circumstance, to a Schedule II, which would lift barriers to research. Such a move was recommended by the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, a medicine, which published a report in January of last year that summarizes that current evidence and recommends that steps be taken to overcome regulatory barriers so that health benefits and health risks of marijuana could be more fully understood. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce. Up next, news from around the Commonwealth. It is KNN News.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. President Donald Trump is expected to sign the 2018 Farm Bill. Democratic Senator Michael Bennet of Colorado applauded Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on his efforts to help pass the bill.
It's interesting the Majority Leader has wanted this as well, because the climate in Kentucky and the climate in Colorado, they have almost nothing in common. But hemp grows in Kentucky and it grows in Colorado.
The bill will expand the hemp industry in both states. Democrats have selected the members of their leadership team in the Kentucky House. State Representatives Rocky Atkins, Derek Graham, and Joni Jenkins will serve for the next 2 years. Atkins will be the floor leader for the Democrats, while Graham, whose district is in Franklin County, will serve as caucus chair. Jenkins, who represents southwestern Jefferson County, will be the minority whip. A Clay County woman is charged with murder after a baby was found in a garbage bag.
21-year-old Amber Bowling of Manchester was booked into the Clay County Detention Center Wednesday. Kentucky State Police say a baby was found in the garbage bag outside an apartment complex. An autopsy showed the baby had cranial bleeding and fractured ribs. Bowling reportedly told investigators she gave birth on Sunday, put the baby in a trash bag, and threw the newborn over the upstairs banister of the complex. I'm Suzanne Duval.
And Kentucky State Police say Paul Sizemore is in custody and charged with triple murder. Sizemore was the subject of a 3-day manhunt in Leslie County. He is charged with the Monday night murders of husband and wife Larry and Norma Bowling and their adult son Chad Bowling. Sizemore is also charged with attempted murder of a police officer after he rammed a trooper's vehicle and shot at the trooper before running into the woods while fleeing the scene. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
So, your doctor says you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. Just so happens, we've dedicated our entire store to only the best and freshest fruits and vegetables, and a whole lot more at Ken Davis Produce. So, what are you waiting on? The doctor's orders. Come see us at Ken Davis Produce, just past the Farmers Livestock Market on 6880 in Glasgow.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Learn more.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
44 degrees, 625 at WCLU. We'll check in with Ray Stajic in a moment. We've got some showers in the neighborhood, and we'll have it for the next couple of days. In area funeral announcements this hour, Roy L. Hornback, age 85, of Munfordville, died Wednesday at Hard Memorial Hospital in Elizabethtown. He was a retired truck driver and a member of the Munfordville Baptist Church. He served in the U.S. Air Force during the Korean conflict. He is survived by a son, Kyle Hornback of Bardstown, a daughter, Andrea Graham, and husband David of Hammondsville, sister, Melba Hatcher of Murray, a brother, Lamont Hornback of E-Town, 3 grandchildren, Wesley Hornback, Brandon Graham, Bradley Decker, and 1 great-grandchild, Charlesa Graham. Funeral services for Roy L. Hornback will be held at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon at the Brooks Funeral Home, and terminus to be in the Barron Run Cemetery. Visitation from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. Friday, and from 9 a.m. Saturday at the Brooks Funeral Home. Masonic services will be Friday evening at 6 p.m., conducted by the Bonneville Masonic Lodge, ACME number 851. Delia Potter Booth, age 87, of Brownsville, died Tuesday at Greenview Regional Hospital in Bowling Green. She was a homemaker, a teacher, a bookmobile driver, and librarian, and she loved quilting. Surviving are 4 sons, Doug Booth of Smiths Grove, Ronnie Booth of Campbellsville, Barry Booth of Brownsville, and Todd Booth of Oakland. 9 grandchildren, Brock and Lacey Booth, Chris Benningfield, Jessica Davis, Lane, Rex, Jody, Nathan, and Lauren Booth. 8 great-grandchildren survive as well. Funeral services for Delia Potter Booth will be held at noon Saturday at the Grayville Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the New Home Cemetery. Visitation from 4 until 8 Friday and after 9 a.m. on Saturday. Mr. Joseph Horace Capps, age 87, of Burkesville, died Tuesday at Cumberland County Hospital in Burkesville. He is survived by his children, Carolyn Reynolds of Burkesville, Sharon Burns of Burkesville, Teresa McGill of Louisville, Doug Capps of Russell Springs. Tammy Thurman of Burkesville. Several grandchildren and great-grandchildren and a special friend, Nelda Fletcher, survive as well. Funeral services for Joseph Horace Capps will be at 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon at Norris New Funeral Home. Burials to follow in the Burkesville Cemetery. Visitation will be after 4 p.m. today and continue until the funeral hour on Friday at the Norris New Funeral Home in Burkesville. A celebration of life service for Benjamin Ben Jaggers, age 75, of Bowling Green, will be held at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon at the Lehman Avenue Church of Christ. Visitation will be from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. Saturday at the church. The Patton Funeral Home Park City Chapel is in charge of those arrangements. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth could be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
6:30, 45 degrees at WCLU. Let's turn to local sports. High school basketball tonight in girls action. Hart County hosts Bardstown. In a boys game tonight, Russellville visits East Robertson, Tennessee. In a girl-boy doubleheader tonight, Warren Central takes on Franklin Simpson in a first-round game of the Kentucky 2A sectional tournament. That's a check of local sports. Let's go ahead and find out about the way the weather forecast is shaping up for today. Staff meteorologist Ray Stajic has a peek into the way the day is going to be, Ray.
Some spotty showers around this morning, and then as we get into the afternoon, mostly cloudy. 58. Tonight, we'll start to see light rain developing after midnight, 45. We'll start to get the steady rain in here tomorrow, especially first part of the day, showers in the afternoon, maybe a rumble of thunder. 52, more periods of rain tomorrow night. Saturday, some scattered showers, highs low 50s, and then finally by Sunday, we'll start to see the sun come back out. Partial clouds at sunshine, highs low 50s, and I think sunshine's going to take us into next week. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Now, we've got special guests here today at the studios of WCLU because of the fact that we've got the big community band Christmas concert coming up on Sunday, and we have the director of the Glasgow Community Band, Mr. Robbie Fudge, who is going to be our guest host today to get us pumped up about the holiday, Christmas music, things of that nature. But as it goes with guest hosts, you got to help do the work right here. And so Robbie has been he's been out back reading the weather instruments, and he's going to give us what the instrumentation is this morning, Robbie.
Well, thank you, Henry. I'm glad to be here. I've done a lot of things in my life, but I can finally scratch this off my bucket list to be a host on the radio.
Meteorology host.
Meteorology host. Well, I tell you, locally, Henry, today we've got a 20% chance of rain before noon. It's going to be cloudy and hopefully a high of 55. Hope we reach that today. Tonight, there will be a 70% chance of showers, mainly after midnight, a low around 46. Tomorrow, Friday, better chance of rain, 90% chance of showers with a high of 53. Friday night, rain continues, around 80% chance of showers and possibly a thunderstorm. Low around 45, wind gust as high as 21 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation.
It's a tough word.
It is. 80%. And then Saturday, still 70% chance of showers lingering around. High of 54. Our current reading, the barometer is at 30.01. Wind is out of the southwest at 9 miles an hour. Rainfall, we've had about a 1/100th of an inch.
Right, not much.
And, but it is some dry air out there. The humidity's around 50%, 56%, Henry. So
that's why everybody's
it's
scratching.
Clear out by Sunday, though. Yeah.
Well, now, and we're at 45 degrees, and one of the things I want to make sure, regardless of what the weather is doing on Sunday, that's not going to be a problem for folks who want to come hear the community band do the Christmas concert, because
we're inside at the historic Plaza Theater just off the square here in Glasgow.
Yeah, that's right. It's safe and dry in there.
It is.
You can have people drop you off right there at the front door underneath the awning. And if it were to be raining on Sunday, I'm not saying that I think Ray's kind of backing off of the potential for rain on Sunday. So I think you'll be able to go right in there and have a wonderful day. We'll talk about that coming up here just in a few minutes as we make our way through the morning show. But we're glad to have you here, Robbie, as a guest host.
Well, thank you very much. And let me be the first guest host to wish you a happy birthday today.
Thank you, sir.
The golden voice, Henry Roy, celebrating a big birthday today. And,
that's right, 62.
I hope you have a great day.
I'm
and pat you on the back, because you're good as gold around here.
Thank you, sir. 45 degrees. We'll be back in a moment with a review of our birthday list.
Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next, because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
They've been working hard coming up with this mix or match promotion, and we've been waiting for them to get the information to us, and they did yesterday. That's a pretty good deal right there, so check out your local Bluegrass Cellular. We're going to let Robbie Fudge come right back and do the birthdays in behalf of Ralphie's Fun Center this morning.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the store in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Yeah. Go. All right, here's our birthdays and anniversaries for today, Thursday, December the 13th. Happy birthday to the following folks who are celebrating: Tim Richardson, Brenda Grinstead, Linda Jones Martin, Gidget Goad, Maria Mitchell, Lisa Dreer, Shauna Edwards is celebrating a big 18 today. Here's another milestone. Jeff Gross is the 60 today, Henry.
Wait a minute. We got to sound the gong over here, Robbie.
Sound the gong for Jeff Gross.
I've got control of the gong over here. I forgot to give you the gong.
Well,
I figured with being a musician,
I've got a gong, but didn't know to bring it this morning.
I figured being a musician, you can operate a gong for sure, can't you?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go in 3/4 time.
Very good. Happy birthday, Jeff Gross. Lexi Shugart is 7 today. Marion Biven, 15. Our own Henry Royce is celebrating today. Happy birthday, Henry. Donita Runyon. Round out the list with Abigail Curley, Diane Smith, Paul Biggers III, Shandy Wilson. Mark Sturdivant is 41 today. Kelly Kessinger. And just added Michael Furlong, who's also 62 today. And one anniversary so far to tell you about, Preston and Diane, I think it's Aguirre. I can't.
I wrote that, so that's.
Well, you take
I
it
should
over.
be able to decipher that. It's McGuire.
McGuire. Okay.
That's right. All right.
They're celebrating their 35th today. So happy
about
birthday and happy anniversary to all that are celebrating today.
All right. Good job, Robbie. And we appreciate y'all folks letting us know. And our phone lines are open here at 651-9149 or 800-956-1023 or online WCLUradio.com. 45 degrees. Ralphie's Fun Center makes the birthdays possible. And we're going to come back shortly. And let's see. We're going to do some archives. But before we get into the archives, while you're here, folks have to understand you're here because of the big community band Christmas concert coming up. Let's do some who, what, when, where, and why before we get into the archives, okay?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Well, the historic Plaza is going to host us again. This is a yearly occurrence. The community band performs at the Plaza for our Christmas concert, and it's going to be at 2 o'clock this Sunday. It's free to the public. I want to invite everyone to come out. We've got a great list of guests that are coming to perform with us Sunday.
I think it's going to be one that you'll enjoy because you each and every year you build on it, you tweak it a little bit, and the skill of the musicians has just, it's just each and every year it's impressive to see how that group grows as a group.
You're so right, and I have the honor of conducting one of the finest ensembles that I've been in charge of. The musicians in the community band vary in age, but once you get that band bug early on, it's sometimes can be a lifelong thing for you to be able to continue, and we sure have that in the community band. That's for sure.
Maybe here in the next break we'll give a couple of hints about some of the music you're going to hear, okay?
Yeah, we'll talk about the music, and I want to give a shout out to some of the guest performers that are going to be with us, so I look forward to doing that.
Did he hand you another birthday?
He did. I've got...
he handed to me.
I've already done that one.
Okay, all right.
I've got Betty Sue Doyle, who's 75 today.
All right. We'll get that on that master piece of paper over there, and we'll be right back with the archive.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
So, your doctor says you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. Just so happens, we've dedicated our entire store to only the best and freshest fruits and vegetables, and a whole lot more at Ken Davis Produce. So, what are you waiting on? The doctor's orders. Come see us at Ken Davis Produce, just past the Farmers Livestock Market on 6880 in Glasgow. And get started.
This is where we learn a lot about what got us here. It's called the Archives, 100 years worth of information that is just fabulous to share. And I've got the historian Sam Terry, who's going to join us to share this history in 30 seconds after we hear this word from the folks who make the Archives possible, one of the folks that makes the Archives possible. We're talking about Amedisys Home Health.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Bewley with Amedisys Home Health Care. Here at Amedisys Home Health, we know it is important to you and your family to trust the healthcare professionals that you invite into your home. And we want you to know that you have a choice. If your doctor talks to you and your loved ones about home health, ask for Amedisys. We are a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. With Amedisys, expect quality, patient-focused care you need and deserve. Amedisys Home Health with a hometown touch. For more information, call 270-651-7640.
Hey, Sam Terry is with us this morning. You're up and running and in good order, it seems like to me today, Sam.
Well, we're certainly trying to, and there's a lot of history to be uncovered and talk about today.
You know, I was really intrigued when I was preparing for today, looking at some of our historical notes. So you think about Christmas as being maybe a more of a modern, the commercialization of Christmas being real modern, so to speak. But look at here 100 years ago. You know, what was the news item from 1918, 100 years ago? It wasn't some prehistoric primitive thing. It was Santa Claus at the corner drugstore. What about that? That just kind of struck me as a, I'm thinking, well, yes, we know Santa Claus has been around a long time, but to have this business where Santa Claus comes to the corner drugstore 100 years ago, that had to have made a big impact on the community, don't you think?
Oh, it definitely did. And you know, Henry, in research over the years, I have found numerous advertisements and editorials going back to the 1940s, the 1920s, and people are complaining about the commercialization of Christmas and how Christmas has been ruined by retailers taking over. And so it's not a new thing.
Well, here's what they were going to have at the corner drugstore 100 years ago today. You come by for dolls and doll buggies, wagons, tricycles, books, drums, baby sets, doll beds, rocking chairs, etc. What's the world coming to when you go down there to the corner drugstore with all of those gifts for Christmas? The location,
yeah, go ahead.
The location, Ellis and Ellison. Now, there's no address here, but where was Ellis and Ellison?
It's right where George J. Ellis Drugs always has been.
Okay.
At that time, George J. Ellis Sr. was a partner with Mr. Ellison for a few years, and it was indeed the Ellis and Ellison drugstore at that time, and later became Ellis and Ely, and for a period was Leach and Ellis, and ultimately George J. Ellis Drugs. So all the same spots.
That's and certainly that makes it the corner drugstore without question, and a very popular corner for sure. All right, let's go to 1928. More in the way of ways to support our local businesses. A free drawing on the public square is going to be held at 3 p.m. on Saturday, December the 22nd. come down for this free drawing, Sam, because to be giving away a registered cow. Now, not just any run-of-the-mill, average, low-grade cow. This is a registered cow that they're going to be giving away, a free drawing on the public square. So they were trying to drum up some business on the square there, Sam.
Sounds like a very lucrative deal, and anybody could use a registered cow.
Sure. And premiums are made available by the merchants of Glasgow. So you see, it's the merchants are trying to draw a crowd downtown. I'm hoping that we find out in some future archives that whoever won that cow knew how to take care of it.
It'll be interesting to see.
That's right. We'll be watching for that. But hey, I won a cow today downtown. You know, imagine coming home and an unsuspecting mom hearing a little kid wins the registered cow. But I'm sure we'll just find out, okay? Let's go to 1938, Sam. This is the name of this town, and what happened there were ironic. This was the day in 1938 that Merle Clark, who was the son of Mr. and Mrs. E. Clark of Good Luck, suffered a fractured nose Monday. That is not good luck, but it happened at Good Luck. And he suffered this fractured nose while playing basketball at Summershade, where he attends school. So Mr. Merle Clark of Good Luck was brought to Glasgow for treatment. And I hope his luck improved when he got here.
We'll hope so.
That's right.
He left home in Good Luck and went to Summershade and got a broken nose. You might want to stay out of big cities.
Right. I don't know if it's the same gym or not, but when I was in junior high school, we played out at the Summershade gym a couple of times, and they had a potbelly stove on each end of the gym. And that was not an area of the gym where you chased a ball out of bounds, because you certainly didn't want to come into contact with that stove, nor did you want to knock it over. Just let it go. Okay, let's go to 1948, Sam. Are you ready to get some news out of Fountain Run this morning?
Absolutely.
A.C. Gosnell came by last week to tell me, which I'm presuming me would be the editor of the this is the editor of the Daily Times. Anyway, Mr. A.C. Gosnell came by to tell me about their pleasant Thanksgiving surprise. He and Mrs. Gosnell had spent Thanksgiving Day at home alone. Wait a minute, I told you this one yesterday, didn't I?
That we have done that.
Yeah, we did that. This is I marked it wrong, because this is what I want to tell you about T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. They're having a training course for nurses, the first ever training course that was set up in a rural hospital. Through the diligent efforts of William J. Wyckoff, hospital administrator, and the cooperation of the officials of Murray College, a plan was devised whereby nurses could receive the best training courses from an educational standpoint without the expense of having high-salaried nurse educators at the hospital. The plan provides for qualified candidates to complete 2 semesters of nurse training at Murray, and then during the summer months receive clinical training and instruction at the T.J. Sampson Hospital, repeating this schedule until the prospective nurse has completed the 36-month training period. It's believed that this plan will help to relieve the acute shortage of personnel in the nursing field. I've always admired that about T.J. Sampson Hospital and those that were in charge out there. Hey, we don't have enough of this or that. Well, we can wait for somebody else to get it for us, so we can turn around and, do it ourselves and start having this nurse training program. And they worked it out with, it's intriguing that they worked this plan out with Murray College back in 1948.
And what a legacy was started 70 years ago.
Yes.
This year, and has now evolved into the nursing school that's still associated with Glasgow and adjacent to T.J. Sampson all these years later.
That's right, and that's part of, to me, part of the beauty of our health care here is that a lot of our clinicians are homegrown and have learned from other clinicians that have been brought in, and it's just a process that works,
Well, and not only did the community benefit from having skilled nurses, imagine the lives that were improved and the opportunities that were given to local people because of the nursing school. Right. It's been a great thing.
Time is an important part of all health care, and looks like a lot of people were thinking ahead to get this covered in 1948. Let's move to 58 and get some nuptials here of some well-known, well-respected folks here. This was the day it was in the Glasgow Republican, the marriage of Clyde Royce Young, the son of Mr. and Miss Clyde Young of this city, to Miss Norma Jean Young, the daughter of Mrs. Thomas Garner and Mr. Garner of Darien, Georgia, will be solemnized on Wednesday, December the 17th at the First Baptist Church in Darien. The bride-elect is a graduate of Georgia State Junior Teachers College and is presently employed as a bookkeeper at the First National Bank in Brunswick, Georgia, Sam. The groom-elect is a graduate of Glasgow High School, class of 1955, and he's been with the U.S. Navy since graduation. So how about that? And, of course, Miss Young, of course, after the marriage to Clyde, came to Glasgow and had a stellar career helping youngsters learn as an elementary school teacher, and one that everybody benefited from having Miss Young as their teacher. And Clyde is the supportive Navy man and barber.
Exactly. Long tradition there.
That's right. It is indeed. But it goes back to 1958. Kind of a neat deal. All right, 1968, we are looking, let's see here. I want to make sure I get this. I don't want to read the one I've already done again like I did a couple of decades ago. This was the day, and we need more information on this. We have Amber Alerts now. We have all these missing person alerts. Well, here in 1968, this was in the Glasgow Republican, and it seems less than urgent. Lecta woman, Mary Martha Hagen, is listed as missing since November the 24th, period. Of course, this is from the December the 12th edition. So, it just, now we've got Amber Alerts and all these things that we issue, but back in 1968, they just put it in the paper and said she's been missing a while. So I don't know how that was ever resolved, but that was Mary Martha Hagen, 1968, Sam. Never good news. This was the day in, this was the day in this is in the Glasgow Times, 1978. Funeral services will be held Wednesday for Paul E. Biggers, Jr., age 48, Glasgow businessman, who died suddenly in West Palm Beach, Florida. That was shocking to everyone, such a young age there back in 1978, Sam.
It was, and Paul certainly left an impact on Glasgow.
Yes, and he was actually he was in Florida doing some decorating work for a Glaswegian who owned a condo down there in West Palm Beach. A lot to be said about that for sure. But a good fella. 1988, this was the day that the 9th annual Christmas Sing in the Cave will be held Friday at Mammoth Cave National Park. There's something special about that cave. Robbie Fudge is here. Robbie, I said you weren't going to talk during the archives, but hey, what about singing in a cave? You're a musician.
Yes, Henry, and it's interesting. There's been a lot of groups that have sung, but I want to tell you about one that happened about 3 years ago that I was a part of.
Okay.
It was band related.
Okay.
The Barron County High School Concert Band was invited to come and perform in the cave.
Ooh.
And the reason that they did, Robert Shelton wrote a piece for our all-district band a few years ago entitled Mammoth Cave. So how interesting is it that a group could perform that probably one-time only performance of Mammoth Cave in Mammoth Cave?
Yeah.
It was great.
And
the acoustics in there are just unbelievable.
Yeah, these are nature's acoustics.
Exactly.
And they were meant to mesh with young singers, young musicians, young band members, and I bet that was something that you probably still remember, the chill and the thrill.
I do, and while we were playing, we were on the historic entrance, but we were close to where I guess they call it the Methodist Church area, several hundred yards away from the entrance, but several of the folks who didn't come down into the cave stood out on the stairs and could hear the band just like they were there listening to us play. So, yeah, it's a great place. Thank you.
Truly a wonder. Sam, I'm going to move to 1998 and some sports. We moved from music to sports. This day in 1998, it was announced that the Glasgow Scotties stepped up their defense, so they rallied to overtake Caverna 77-64. And the Trojans go to 3-0 with an 80-48 win over the Patriots. I'm presuming that's the Allen County Scottsville Patriots there from 1998. Of course, basketball season gets cranked up pretty quickly in the month of December, and 1998 was the same deal. And finally, we've just got, this is putting it into perspective, the showing at the Marquee and Highland Cinemas, Sam. Here we go. See how many of these movies. Tell me how many of these movies you've seen, okay?
All right.
Punisher. I haven't seen it. Warzone.
No.
Four Christmases.
I'm afraid not.
Australia Transporter.
No.
Twilight Bolt 3D.
Didn't see that one either.
Madagascar. Escape to Africa.
No again.
And Quantum of Solace.
Didn't see it. I haven't even heard of any of those movies, Henry.
That's right. I'm going to say, and Robbie's over here saying, what? He thinks I'm making these names up. But, you know, of course, everybody's busy in December. They didn't want to have some big worldwide premiere of Quantum of Solace or something like that. With so many other things going on, but that's what it was, shown at the Marquee and the Highland Cinemas. If you were looking for something to do, come on out and, why not settle into Australia Transporter in 2008? That's what we have, Sam. That was in the Barron County Progress, by the way, in 2008, advertising those movies. But aside from that, we've had a fascinating 100 years worth of things going on around here, would you say, Sam?
We have, and more to come.
And we've learned a whole lot about some of the things that got us here and explains away some of the places that we're going. I just still think that's cool. 100 years ago, we don't really know what it would be like to be alive 100 years ago, but you kind of think, well, how about a bunch of pioneers running around chopping wood? No. Come down to the corner drugstore to see Santa Claus. Ellison, 1918. It's just fascinating. One reason why we do this to learn more about the way we got here. Sam, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll talk some more about it, okay?
All right. See you then.
Bye. Sam Terry joining us for Historical Facts here today. Brought to you by Amedisys Home Health and Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services.
Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local healthcare provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Center is the
Who's Good as Gold today, and I'm going to ask our guest host, Mr. Robbie Fudge, director of the community band, here pushing on the community concert, but this time around he's going to tell us who's good as gold.
Henry, I'm going to give you a musical cue.
Okay.
We need the gong again.
Okay, all right, let me find it over here.
We've already called this fella's name today a couple of times, but today, good as gold is Jeff Gross. He turned 60 today, so happy birthday to Jeff Gross, and he is good as gold. Hear from his friends at WCLU.
And a little taste of Texas. Well, you can really enjoy any birthday, whether it's a gong birthday or not. And another Wes hand you something else?
Yeah, I've got another birthday to add. Celebrating today, Diana Crimmins. Happy birthday to Diana.
Okay.
I'll add her to the
All
list.
right,
here.
you write that down. We're up to date, and we'll come back and make sure folks know how to dress today with the weather forecast in just a second. It was a Friday. We were wrapping up a slow night on highway patrol when the call came in. Deer Patrol, Buck speaking. Slow down, Tom. Slow down. What's the problem? What, you hit a deer and Southern Kentucky Collision is going to give you a free turkey? Well, that sounds like a great idea. I'm sorry you don't agree, but Southern Kentucky Collision knows that deer do a ton of damage to vehicles. Kentucky's ranked 4th in the country in number of deer collisions this time of year. A free turkey when you bring your vehicle to Southern Kentucky Collision for repair of the deer damage is a great way to turn your luck around. Well, not your luck around. Southern Kentucky Collision's respected work is well documented. So if you hit a deer, don't be a turkey, get a turkey. Bring your vehicle to Southern Kentucky Collision. Industrial Drive, Glasgow, 651-6413.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community.
We need to be sure we know how to dress today as we make our way through the work week. And this is a WCLU weather update. Ray Stajic says could be a little bit wet going into the weekend.
Some spotty showers around this morning, and then as we get into the afternoon, mostly cloudy. 58. Tonight, we'll start to see light rain developing after midnight, 45. We'll start to get the steady rain in here tomorrow, especially first part of the day, showers in the afternoon, maybe a rumble of thunder. 52, more periods of rain tomorrow night. Saturday, some scattered showers, highs low 50s, and then finally by Sunday, we'll start to see the sun come back out. Partial clouds at sunshine, highs low 50s, and I think sunshine's going to take us into next week. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, WCLU, your home for local.
And Robbie Fudge, our guest host this morning, has the current conditions. Looking at those weather instruments there, Robbie.
That's right, Henry. It's a 20% chance of rain before noon today. Cloudy with a high of 55. Tonight, a little bit higher chance of rain, 70%, mainly after midnight, low around 46. Tomorrow, chances increase for showers with 90% chance of rains, high still in the mid-50s. Friday night, 80% chance of showers, possibly a thunderstorm, as Ray Stajic just said. A low of 45. Wind gusts could be as high as 21 miles per hour. And the chance of rain is 80%. Saturday, we continue with 70% chance of rains, highs still in the mid-50s, so maybe this rain will get out of here by Sunday. I hope so. The barometer is still at 30.01 inches, wind around 9 miles per hour out of the southwest, and rainfall is 100ths of an inch, just barely a little mist, and right. Humidity's at 50%. I can see that you've got the in-studio radar over there. Right. I can't really read it from where I sit, but
yeah, well, we could probably give you a really big time
from the west, doesn't it?
A big geography test if we wanted to make it hard on you right here, but I'm going to cheat. A few little light showers on the Allen-Monroe County line, a few light showers on the Edmondson-Warren County line, heavier rain in West Tennessee north of Jackson, Tennessee this morning. So the rain's in the neighborhood, and as Ray is talking about, we're going to have a little bit heavier rain in here tomorrow. We're at 45 degrees now at WCLU at 7:07.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Competition is good, and when you've been in business for 53 years, you've done something right. Even with all the new ways you can shop for flooring for your home or business. Here's what Parrish Carpet does. They offer the top name brands in flooring backed with solid warranties. Then Parrish Carpet stocks a large showroom of carpet and rugs for you to see and feel, not just samples. Then they have the finest individuals come and install those floors in your home. Parrish Carpets gets to know you, and you get to know them, and that's why so many people keep coming back. There's plenty of competition, but if this sounds like a place you'd like to do business, stop in Parrish Carpet on Reynolds Road in Glasgow, 651-8058.
Congratulations. Are you excited about the new job?
Yes, but I don't know what to do with my 401k.
That's a big decision. As a Modern Woodman financial representative, I can explain your options and help you to make the best choice. I'm Anthony Mike. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman.
Degrees 7:09. Yes, we're running a couple of minutes behind, but we've got lots of information to pass along. And we got Robbie Fudge here as our special guest talking about the community band's Christmas concert. But we're also going to let Robbie ask the trivia question this morning. Trivia brought to you by the good folks at Phillips Family IGA and that famous butcher department up there, helping fill holiday meal requests, working hard to make sure they got everything ready for family get-togethers. That's why it's so neat to call it Phillips Family IGA in Hiceville. We'll put a name in the basket. Tomorrow we'll draw out a winner of 10 pounds of ground beef for the family. All right, Robbie is going to ask the question for today. Y'all listen up. Let me give you the number, 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Go, Robbie.
All right. Looks like the phone line is already lighting up over there.
Yeah, see, they know the answer before you get the question out, which is okay.
I tell you, better get ready. Somebody's going to know this if you paid any attention to our national news. When Libyan rebels raided Colonel Muammar el-Gaddafi's compound in 2011, they found a photo album filled with pictures of what American?
All right, so in 2011, they raided Gaddafi's compound, and among the things they found was a big photo album of a lot of pictures of a famous American.
That's correct.
Who was that? 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Everybody thinks they know. Hello, trivia.
Abraham Lincoln.
No, it wasn't Abe. Trivia.
Julia Roberts.
Wasn't Julia Roberts. Gaddafi. They found a photo album of an American with a ton of pictures.
Nixon.
No, it wasn't Nixon. Trivia.
Ronald Reagan.
No, it wasn't Ronald. Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi. That's and you see, Robbie, I didn't know that's how you spelled his first name.
I didn't either. I was kind of struggling to pronounce it correctly.
Hello, trivia.
Bruce Tribune.
No, it wasn't Bruce Tribune. He doesn't have that many pictures available. Trivia.
Condoleezza Rice.
Say it again.
That's it.
Condoleezza Rice.
Correct. And who is this speaking?
Christy Stinson.
Christy, now you get these tough ones right here. You are a well-read gal, I've got to tell you.
Sometimes.
Well, so what do you know about Gaddafi having a photo album full of pictures of Condoleezza Rice?
Not much. I just remember seeing it on the news.
Yeah. See there, that's so impressive. You're well-read, plus you remember all this stuff, too, Christy. We're going to write your name down here. And I think that he was mesmerized by, this lady who's very, very intelligent and an attractive lady and who's involved in so many things very worldly. he was just obsessed with that, and he had a photo album full of photos of Condoleezza Rice. And when I was preparing for this, now, Christy, you'll appreciate this. You know the one quote that Condoleezza Rice has said about that when that was found?
No.
She used the word weird.
That's what I was going to say. A little scary.
That's what you would have said. Oh, okay. Well, see, I didn't. It's like, wait a minute. She just said, look here, pictures of me. It's just Gaddafi's compound. Weird. That's all she ever had to say about it. All right, Christy Stinson, thank you for being so smart and for sharing. And we're going to put your name in the basket. Tomorrow we could draw you out as the big weekly winner, okay?
All right, thank you.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Bye-bye, Christy Stinson. That's right, Robbie. Weird.
Very weird.
But nonetheless, hey, he was Gaddafi.
That's right.
He's not going to let somebody, come through there and tell him what he can and can't have a photo album of.
That's correct,
Not
sir.
at that level, I don't think.
No, sir.
All right, we'll play tomorrow. Thanks for helping us out here, Robbie. You did obviously a good job of pronouncing that because we had a lot of attempts to get it right.
Well, I had a little bit of time to practice.
Yeah,
but,
okay. It's all right.
Anyway.
We'll get started with the news straight ahead.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
So, your doctor says you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. Just so happens, we've dedicated our entire store to only the best and freshest fruits and vegetables and a whole lot more at Ken Davis Produce. So, what are you waiting on? The doctor's orders. Come see us at Ken Davis Produce, just past the Farmers Livestock Market on 6880 in Glasgow.
Extreme and online at phillipsiga.com.
CBS News Update. West Virginia Governor Jim Justice is praising rescuers who managed to find 3 people missing in an abandoned mine since Saturday.
Right when they were gathering together, all of them came by me and hit me on the shoulder and said, "We're going to get them. We're going to find them." And it did.
Rescue workers faced dangerously low oxygen levels as they traveled through the mine. CBS's Mark Liverman says their work was even more difficult because the group didn't stay put.
Since the 3 who were trapped didn't stop moving, there were times they had wandered into areas that had already been searched. It's unclear why the group went into the mine. A family member told CBS News he believed they were scavenging for copper wires that they could resell.
They could face trespassing charges. Relatives are elated to be reunited after fearing the worst.
In my mind, I was trying to figure out how I was going to bury my grandson.
All 3 are recovering in a hospital this morning. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU, 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
Well, folks, I got to tell you, my 2 young bucks have come a long way these last few years.
Well, Bill, we had some good training. Pettigo Lessenberry has a wealth of knowledge, and we're lucky to have a company like that backing us.
Jared, don't you mean ISU, Pettigo Lessenberry? ISU, Integrity, Strength, Unity.
I tried to tell him, boss man.
We're just giving you a hard time, Jared. These young bucks, Jared Pursley and Daniel Bird, we're just so proud to have them. You know, the most important thing they've learned is that they want to be able to treat people right, and they work hard to find their customers the coverage they need.
We're ISU, Pettigo Lessenberry, growing with a proud community since 1902.
And still learning every day. Give one of these young bucks a call. Jared or Daniel, 651-8837. They'd be proud if you do, and so would I.
All right, Jared. It's ISU, Integrity, Strength, Unity. All right, I got it.
Everybody wants to feel good about their pharmacy, but in the quest for good health, price does become a factor. In Glasgow, we have a pharmacy that has been able to combine customer service with the lowest possible price day in and day out. That pharmacy is Park Avenue Pharmacy. Ask your friends. They'll tell you that when comparing the price of prescription drugs time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest price. And with full-time pharmacists and friendly faces you know, you should request the prescriptions be filled at Park Avenue Pharmacy. Park Avenue Pharmacy is located in the Park Avenue Shopping Center, easy to get to from anywhere. Phone 651-5156. You can get low prices and full service. Simply trust Park Avenue Pharmacy in Glasgow.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local healthcare provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson, and at Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic, we see so many people who waited to make their health a top priority and address those minor problems before they became big problems. Come see us today to establish us as your primary care provider, and we can discuss all the preventative maintenance recommended to keep you in tip-top shape. This is the perfect time of year to get you and your family on the track to better health. We can't wait to see how we can help you because, after all, wellness is part of our name. Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic, your place for hometown healing. Don't forget we are in our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Ray Street. Call us today, 270-629-6722. We look forward to helping your entire family achieve better health at Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic in Glasgow.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce. Monroe County Sheriff's Office Facebook account posted two very graphic photographs of a dead cow that appeared to have been cut from its upper to lower abdomen or attacked by an animal. According to the post, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is saying it is part of an ongoing animal attack investigation in the county. The agency is still unsure as to what is attacking these animals. The photographs show a fully grown cow that was found across the Cumberland River near the ferry at McMillan's Landing. The Sheriff's Office in the post asked everyone to keep an eye on small children and pets, quote, as these animals are still out there, close quote. Social media reaction to the post tells a different story. An overwhelming majority of those commenting on the post believe that a human killed this cow because of the way its abdomen is cut. No further information has been added to the post. You can follow or like Monroe County Sheriff's Office to see the photographs, which are hidden due to the graphic nature of the two photographs. The Barren River Drug Task Force has issued the following press release sent to us yesterday, that on Thursday, December the 6th at approximately 2 p.m., detectives with the DTF made contact with 22-year-old Caleb Thomas Pettigo of Glasgow on Happy Valley Road near Cave City in reference to a suspicious package that Mr. Pettigo had picked up. Barren County Sheriff's Deputy B.J. Childress and K-9 Merck conducted an open-air sniff of the vehicle, and the K-9 gave a positive alert of narcotics in the vehicle. Detectives searched the vehicle and found a package that contained approximately 4 pounds of high-grade marijuana in vacuum-sealed bags, along with a prescription pill that Mr. Pettigo claimed that he did not have a prescription. The package of high-grade marijuana had been shipped into Barren County from California. Mr. Pettigo was arrested and charged with trafficking in marijuana, 8 ounces to 5 pounds, first offense, and possession of a controlled substance, first degree, first offense, opiates. He was lodged in the Barren County Jail. Representative Steve Riley of Glasgow has been selected by House leadership to chair the Budget Review Subcommittee on Primary and Secondary Education and Workforce Development for his upcoming 2-year term in the Kentucky General Assembly. The subcommittee works on budget matters relating to the Cabinet for Education and Workforce Development, a broad and expansive cabinet dealing with a variety of different issues as it relates to education and job preparedness. House Appropriations and Revenue Chair Stephen Rudy added that he looks forward to working with Riley, pointing to Riley's expertise on education issues as being beneficial to the budget process. WCLU News spoke with Riley about being appointed to the position.
Well, Wes, I was very honored that the House leadership appointed me to be the chairman for the Budget Review Subcommittee on Primary and Secondary Education and Workforce Development. And, of course, that's an area with my background in education for years and years. They thought that it would be an area that I would fit really good as far as being chairman of that committee.
The General Assembly convenes for the 2019 session on January the 8th. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Roy.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
4-7.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. A public hearing in Frankfort Wednesday centered on halting legalization of medical marijuana. Senate Health Committee Chairman Ralph Alvarado opposes medical marijuana.
And we have random docs out there who will say it works for my patient, so it's going to work for everybody. Not necessarily. And there's been a lot of mistakes made in the past, and I think we have to tread very carefully on this.
While Representative Denny Bentley is sponsoring a resolution calling for more research.
New evidence is already pouring in from places where marijuana is being used, with some benefits, but also many harmful effects.
He's pushing his resolution as an alternative to a bill to legalize medical marijuana, which Louisville Republican Jason Nemes plans to file. A Clay County woman is facing a murder charge after a baby was found dead in a garbage bag. Authorities say 21-year-old Amber Bowling told investigators she gave birth Sunday, placed the infant in a trash bag, and threw the newborn over the upstairs banister of the apartment complex. An autopsy showed the baby had cranial bleeding and fractured ribs. Authorities in eastern Kentucky have charged a man with 3 counts of murder.
Paul Sizemore was charged with 3 counts of murder in the shooting deaths of Norma and Larry Bowling, as well as their adult son, Chad. Norma's sister, Christy, tells WIMT.
Norma and Larry had a daughter and a son, and now just their daughters left. And, you know, she will never recover from this. How could you, even with him being caught?
Sizemore had been on the run for days before he was arrested on Wednesday. He's being held in the Leslie County Detention Center. I'm Haley Hansen.
And Owensboro's new Juvenile Justice Center is open. The center holds into 36 students ranging from middle school to high school. The new building serves as a school as well as a place for kids to move through the justice system and seek help for their behavior. Most are from Davies County, but some are from Owensboro and the surrounding area. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It's here, y'all. The cold weather season has made its way around one more time. This is Whitney at Big Meadow Oil, and I'm ready for it. Are you? Be sure to check your tanks often. You never know when we might get one of those crazy Kentucky winter storms. Make sure you have a backup plan for heating. We have kerosene to help keep you warm and toasty. Keep your vehicles at least half full in case you get stuck out in those frigid temperatures. Our diesel, as always, is treated with Power Service diesel additive to help with cold weather starting. Come by our office at 219 Industrial Drive or call 270-651-5212 and let us help you stay warm this winter season. Big Meadow Oil, warming homes since 1981.
It is 7:27 at WCLU and 45 degrees as we look forward to a nice day here. And we've been tickled to have a special guest this morning who is helping us get through the day, Robbie Fudge. He's got a lot of titles. You've worn a lot of hats, Robbie, but he's here officially as the director of the community band, getting ready to have the Christmas concert on Sunday. And I know you want to talk about that, but you also, Robbie he's a very modern sort of a fella because he's a Facebook man. He's got his iPhone, and he's got some shout-outs he needs to do from folks who've been watching him on the TV and listening to him on the radio, Robbie.
Well, I tell you, Facebook is the job y'all do of putting it online for people to watch and hear from all over the country if they want to.
Sure.
And there's a lot of people listening this morning. My phone is blowing up with friends that are watching on your Facebook feed.
You can do some shout-outs there.
I will. You know, my sister Tanya Wilson, she lives in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. She's watching this morning.
Charlie Daniels' neighbor, huh?
That's right. Very special aunt, my Aunt Patsy Crawford is down in Clarksville, Tennessee, and she's watching this morning.
Yes, sir.
Tony Houchins, one of my Bandad buddies. You ever had those guys that you hang out with that you feel better about yourself because you see who you're hanging out with?
I have a number of folks.
That's the Bandad team. We have a good time supporting our local band, but I want to give a special shout out to those guys and appreciate Tony watching. Listen, I know there's others that are probably watching and haven't chimed in. Jill Searcy's watching. Mason Wade, one of our band staff instructors, and here's a special shout out. Someone who shares your birthday with you.
Okay.
A cousin of yours, Paul Biggers III, has wished you happy birthday on Facebook this morning. So
he's 4 years to the day older than me.
Oh, sure enough.
That's right. So we kind of grew up together, you know.
Yeah. So appreciate everybody chiming in and watching this morning. Lots of things. I've learned a lot this morning from watching you and Wes. Y'all are quite multitaskers running around here.
Well, it's a juggling act for sure. But I know that the Glasgow Community Band is going to have quite the act for Sunday. Now, it's time, Robbie, we've been talking about it long enough. You got to give us a little bit of a sample of some of the holiday classics we're going to be hearing the Glasgow Community Band perform Sunday.
Well, I tell you, we put together a pretty good lineup. We've got a few guests that are going to come and sing with us. The Glasgow Community Choir, actually the Musicale Singers, is going to join us today, or this day on Sunday, and we're going to play together some holiday favorites, just some of the classic Christmas tunes that you hear this time of the year. Plus, they're going to sing by themselves, as we have done in the past.
Yes.
Here's a local talent that enjoy listening to. Bailey Burge Billingsley.
Yes.
Invited her to come back, and she's going to sing Let It Go from the movie Frozen, and she has a wonderful voice. And
bless her heart, she's been, I don't know how old she was the first time she ever sung in public, but she's good at it, and we've been following her career since she was a youngster, and it's wonderful to have her involved in this year again, Robbie.
It is. We had her a couple of years ago as part of the Betty Driver Scholarship Concert that we did a tribute to Disney, and found that little nugget in Bailey, and she came in and sang Let It Go, and I thought I would reprise that again. It was a big hit for that concert, so she's going to do that. And then finally, you may not know this gentleman, but you know his family, John Murray.
Oh, yeah, I know John.
That's
his brother Bill and his brother Harold.
Yes.
And
he grew up in Glasgow, was member of the Scotty Band, and he went on to
Sister Jane. We don't want to leave Jane out.
Well, we
there.
don't want to leave her out.
Yeah, that's right.
But he went on to college at Murray State and is a music educator.
Mm-hmm.
Has moved away. I think he lives in Ohio County now, over in the Beaver Dam community, and great euphonium player.
Yes.
And he's going to come back and do a rendition of Greensleeves with us, which is a classic.
We had
and
euphonium.
I want to tell you, I said euphonium because, man, I listen every morning, but boy, was I glad I was listening yesterday morning when y'all talked about Tuba Christmas.
Yeah, because I knew we were going to be having you on, and I was hoping you heard that.
I did. I'm very close to getting out to go into Glasgow High School where I work, and I heard that coming. I had to sit out there in the car and listen to it, and I wanted to be prepared today. I did not know what the world record was for the number of tubas playing together, but it was ironic. I got a Facebook message from the Glasgow Christmas Society. There's a fraternity of Glasgow, of tuba Christmas groups all over the world, and they get together and they give concerts. There's the closest one to us is Lexington and Louisville, and they get together and play. And of course, you've got the tuba, but then you've got the smaller version of the tuba, which is the euphonium.
Yeah, I think the writer for the AP called it a tenor tuba or something like that.
I've never heard it called that, but some people know it by its slang name, the baritone.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sort of an off-color name.
But I like what you said about the number. I think there was maybe 800 some.
802. That's up from 586.
It was very low key.
That's right.
That was good. But I wanted to be sure to bring that up. But
I think that was Wes's line. That was low key.
It may have been. It was weighty, that's for sure.
That's right.
But
I said
it was.
They should have played All About That Bass. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's right. Thanks to Wes for keeping us straight in here.
Yeah, I got you.
But Henry, we're looking forward to the community band's Christmas concert at the Plaza. It's always a great outing. And last year, we just about filled the place.
Wow.
And the weather outside may not be as frightening as it is this weekend, but it sure is going to be nice and cozy in the Plaza Theater. And we're going to we've got some music from the Polar Express.
Oh.
We've got just some of the classic Christmas carols that are going to be played. Carol of the Bells and other things. I won't give it all away, but we always seem to have Sleigh Ride.
Yes.
That's a big favorite, and we don't want to disappoint the people that come to listen if they don't get to hear Sleigh Ride. So,
but it's a lot of local talent too. I mean, that's what I just enjoy sitting there. I have no musical talent, but I certainly appreciate all of those who do and those who take the time to give back. And like what you were saying last hour about how people who have been involved in the band, they don't really ever get it out of their system, and that's why they continue to contribute with the community band.
Well, that's right. And I want to encourage our listeners, if you have any band experience, and maybe you've got an instrument that's gathering dust in a closet. People say, boy, I'd really like to be a part of that, but I just don't think I remember how to play an instrument. Well, it's sort of like riding a bike. You'll remember, but I hate to list people because I'll leave somebody out, but when we talk about local talent,
sure,
there's several names that are common to us here that we know about that are singing with the Musicale. We've got Todd and Lisa Woodward sing. Bob Hughes.
Oh yeah, beautiful voice.
Yeah, you know what Bob sings with a lot?
What's that?
The barbershop.
Oh yeah.
Of course, he's got a beautiful high tenor.
Yes.
But he's singing. Matthew Shepard and Sarah Shepard. Byron and Susie Lucas sing with him. Kelly Beals. Barbara Pendleton, Ann Matthews. The list. Here's a name. Bernard Williams.
Okay.
Is singing with us. Everybody remembers Bernard probably from the Glasgow Chamber a few years ago.
Just an all-around good guy.
They've got the Music House singers have got a great program going to try to get some interest for people that want to sing.
Mm-hmm.
And they do a fantastic job. They've got a new director this year, Miss Rayanna Brown.
Okay.
She's the new chorus teacher at Barron County High School. She's conducting. And then, of course, we've got a lot of people in the community band that have been with us a long time, and we were up to around 45 to 50 individuals.
My goodness.
You know, fellows like Dr. Jeff Wilson and Dr. Robert Pelham have been charter members of our group, and Ken Holbrook. We've got people that come from Bowling Green and Tompkinsville and Cave City, and even one gentleman that comes all the way from Liberty, Kentucky to play with us. And
That's
from
a long
Albany.
haul.
Yeah. So when you say community band, we really have to reach out to a lot of communities that are around Glasgow. So maybe it's South Central Community Band. I'm not sure, but we're sure looking forward to it.
2:00 Sunday afternoon.
2:00 Sunday afternoon. Henry, I really appreciate the opportunity to be on this morning. I always enjoy listening to you guys. You do a great job, great service to our community, and keep up the good work. And I've enjoyed this morning. Thanks for letting me be a part of that. But you know, I've got to be in front of a bunch of kids here in about 22 minutes.
You can't be late.
I can't be tardy to school.
No, you know, it doesn't set a good example if the teacher's tardy.
This is correct.
And it's probably, you know, I don't know whether you have to stay after, you know, when I was in school, you had to stay after school. Now you got all these, what are they, some sort of deferments or something like that, or I don't know what they are.
Just detention.
Detention, yeah, that's right, not deferment.
But I want to go on public record as to, I had 2 jobs this morning.
Okay, all right.
Meteorologist and birthdays.
Yeah.
And I'm handing that back to you.
Okay, I'll take them over.
And
can't leave till you have somebody else to do the job.
That's right.
It's kind of like directing the band, isn't it?
It is. It is. But anyway.
Okay, Robbie.
Happy birthday again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
have
being
a great
here.
Day and anytime.
All right.
Anytime.
We'll have a good day Sunday. See you, Robbie.
Hopefully. Thank
you.
Have
a good day. Robbie Fudge has worn a lot of hats in his career, but today he's with us as the director of the Glasgow Community Band in their annual Christmas concert Sunday.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by McDonald's.
Now, McDonald's helps you find a little joy every day with its $1, $2, $3 menu. Get some of your favorites for less when you have a juicy McDouble. Or have some of our small, world-famous fries for just $1 each. But an offer this good can only last for a limited time. So hurry in and add a little joy to your day with the $1, $2, $3 menu. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
A weak cold front to our north actually getting pushed back north by developing low pressure, and typically low pressure means bad things. Well, unless you like rain. In this case, it does mean rain. In most cases, it means unsettled weather, and that's what we're going to get. Now, not going to see bunches of rainfall, maybe up to an inch or so in spots, but it'll come cumulatively over the next few days. That's not a lot of rain when you spread it out between today, tonight, tomorrow, even lingering into Saturday. Now, with some luck, we actually push the rain out of here by Sunday, and actually Sunday could end up turning out to be a pretty good day. So some spotty showers around this morning, scattered showers of forecast, and then as we get into the afternoon, mostly cloudy. So this really isn't the main show. 58. Tonight, we'll start to see light rain developing after midnight, 45. We'll start to get the steady rain in here tomorrow, especially first part of the day, showers in the afternoon, maybe a rumble of thunder. 52, more periods of rain tomorrow night. Saturday, some scattered showers, highs low 50s, and then finally by Sunday, we'll start to see the sun come back out. Sunday, partial clouds at sunshine, highs low 50s, and I think sunshine's going to take us into next week. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you there, Ray. Let me look at the constant coverage of studio radar screen again just to kind of make sure you know that the big rain activity is well to the west, but it's pretty well organized from, let me look here, from about Henderson, Kentucky, due south through Paducah into Murray, Kentucky, down into Paris, Tennessee, all the way to Jackson, Tennessee. That is an area of shower and thunderstorm activity that's pretty solidly making its eastward march, and it's going to affect our weather forecast for this afternoon and tomorrow as well. 45 degrees at WCLU. Good morning.
Good morning, friends. Somewhere in the past, I found a quote from an unknown source which reads as follows. Jesus had no servants, yet they called him master. Had no degree, yet they called him teacher. Had no medicines, yet they called him healer. Had no army, yet kings feared him. Won no military battles, yet he conquered the world. Committed no crime, and yet they crucified him. He was buried in a tomb, yet he lives today. Those are inspiring words from an unknown source. Perhaps we all need to consider them in this regard. Have you submitted to Jesus as Lord and Master? Are you hungering for his teachings as one who wants to follow his steps? Will you seek the healing from your sins that only he can provide? Do you march in his service with the view of being a part of conquering the world through the spread of the saving gospel of Jesus? Are you willing to suffer with him as a lost and dying world rejects your message of truth and by so doing rejects the Savior? If and only if we can and will boldly answer yes to those questions, will we live with him throughout all eternity. This has been Danny Wyatt for the Refuge Church of Christ.
An associate degree is a great start to your college journey, but why stop there? People with a bachelor's degree earn more money, have more career satisfaction, and are more likely to climb higher within their organization. Take your education and your career to the next level and transfer your associate degree to WKU in Glasgow. You may qualify for a transfer scholarship of up to $4,000. Spring registration is going on now, so visit wku.edu/learn/here and climb higher with WKU.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
All right, let me tell you about some special folks who are having the 13th day of December as their birthdays. We learned about a bunch of them here during the 7 o'clock news. We want to be sure and add Dolores Burton to the birthday list today. Michaela Sanders. Diana Crimmins is celebrating. Number 75 for Betty Sue Doyle. Number 62 for Michael Furlong. Kelly Kessinger has a birthday. Mark Sturdivant. Mark, we understand, is 41 today. Shandy Wilson has a birthday. My cousin Paul Biggers III celebrates a birthday. It's, let's see, Diane Smith, Abigail Curley, Donita Runyon has a birthday today. Miss Marion Biven. I got to talk to Marion's grandmama yesterday. She's proud of that 15-year-old gal, so happy 15th birthday to Marion Biven today. Lexi Sugart is 7. Jeff Gross. Jeff, we woke up a rooster or two in your honor, sir, on your 60th birthday. Shauna Edwards. Shauna's 18. Lisa Dreer with a birthday. Maria Mitchell. Gidget Goad. Linda Jones Martin. Brenda Grinstead. Tim Richardson has a December 13th birthday. And we've got the 35th wedding anniversary today for Preston and Diane McGuire. And we are patting Jeff Gross on the back by special request, and rightfully so. It is Jeff's 60th birthday today. So if you happen to see Jeff Gross around town today, it'd be just quite simple for you to pat him on the back, wish him a happy 60th birthday, let him know he's good as gold. Here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas, where they're serving up delicious things all day long, the Texas way. And going the other direction from a little taste of Texas, we're going out west Main Street this morning, where Bobby Lee Hurt of Hurt Auto Sales is on the line. He is just really, I got to tell you, Bobby, I've never known you. We've been doing this a long time. I've never known you to show as much pride in the inventory, the lineup that you have up there right now than what we've been talking about before we went on the air today. You've just got some good stuff, and it's a great time to trade with Hurt Auto Sales.
That's right, Henry. We got some good stuff in, and we always keep good stuff, as a matter of fact, and proud of it, and we want to sell it. And just in a 2011 GMC Yukon SLT.
SLT, all right.
Yes, sir. The best one they make. Has a DVD, pearl white with a tan inside. And it's priced for just $14,900.
That's not much money for what that vehicle is.
That's right. It's also a one owner, I might add. Okay. And a 2012 Mercedes C250. It's a small four-door sedan, and we've got it priced to sell for just $12,500.
Okay. You're not talking about any money yet.
That's right. And speaking of bargains, this next one we just got in yesterday. It's a 2010 Chevy Camaro, red with black racing stripes down it. Okay.
It's been a while since you've mentioned a Camaro, and I don't know when you've mentioned racing stripes on this program.
That's right. Hey, this is the first time for everything.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Sounds sharp, though. Tell us a little bit more about it, Bobby Lee.
Well, we're going to let it go for just $9,900. Okay. So
yeah.
Come in and it's Christmas red, I guess you'd say. Okay.
It's already wrapped up with those stripes.
It's right. You just need the bow on it.
That's right.
But it's 2013 Hyundai Sonata, 4-door sedan, make somebody a nice ride, and we're going to let it go for $8,900.
Now, those vehicles have a surprising amount of room in them, don't they?
They most certainly do. Lots of room for a good-sized family and maybe a couple of your neighbors, you know.
Yeah, just get y'all just all haul in there and go where you're going.
That's right. Put your cousins or whatever you want to.
Right.
That's right.
Whoever wants to go.
Whoever's brave enough to ride.
That's right. That's right. Well, that sounds to me like you've done a good job of, you know, the thing is that people have different needs. A family might have 3 or 4 different types of vehicles they need to look at, and where's the one place you can do that is Hurt Auto Sales. Y'all keep the inventory fresh and always in good shape up there, Bobby Lee.
We most certainly do, and we're always happy to see somebody come in and just look around. Okay.
So we can make this. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
We can make this test drive Thursday.
That's right. Yeah. Or, you know, come on up and kick a tire, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, spend some time.
We'll send you home in a brand new used car.
Yeah, and you'll be in. You know, I dare say that you have a lot of customers that have trouble narrowing it down with all the selections you have up there at Hurt Auto Sales.
That's right. So come in and check us out today, Henry. We're going to be here all day long. So come in and set a spell, as you say.
621 West Main Street. And, you know, if you're like Slam today, but you really want to know more about that Mercedes, say, for example, Bobby Lee answers the phone. It's not an imposition at all for you to call him. In fact, he prefers you pick up the phone and you dial this number.
270-590-1181.
And you'll answer whatever questions that they might have about it. Bobby Lee, have a good rest of your day, sir. We look forward to kind of keeping the progress report on how folks are taking advantage of your ever-changing inventory up there. And whatever the need is, whatever the case may be, there's always one thing that's true when you shop at Hurt, and that is
no pain when you trade with Hurt. Okay.
Bobby Lee, you enjoy the day, sir. We look forward to talking to you again real soon, okay?
Thank you, Henry.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bobby Lee Hurt, Hurt Auto Sales, 749 and 45 degrees.
Hi, I'm Kim Thomas, and on behalf of all of us at Citizens First, I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We invite you to stop by on Friday, December 14th for our Christmas open house. All of our locations in Bowling Green, Franklin, Glasgow, Horse Cave, and Mumfordville will be serving refreshments all day, and we hope you can stop by. Citizens First is proud to be your community bank, and we look forward to serving you in 2019. We hope to see you at Citizens First on Friday, December 14th.
Hey, Molly, did you realize that Highland Elementary's annual junior performance is coming up in just a few days? Yay! Maybe it isn't such a hard knock life after all. Rotten orphan. No one's coming to see you anyways. Now listen here, Imogen. The fellows coming to join us are coming to see all of us. Well, me and Lily can't wait. We just love the spotlight. We'd like to invite you all to come see Any on Friday and Saturday, December 14th and 15th at 7 o'clock in the evening. And also at Sunday, December 16th at 3 p.m. All performances will be at Highland Elementary Gymnasium. And tickets are only $5 each. And all at the front door. So remember, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Tomorrow, I love ya.
the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
45 degrees, 752 WCLU. A couple of things to remind you of. The Cave City Baptist Church Christmas program entitled Seek Him, presented by the choir and members of the church, Saturday at 5 p.m. with refreshments to follow. And we'd like to invite everybody in the area to come and celebrate with us. Cave City Baptist Church at 501 Broadway in Cave City. Also remember the community action of Southern Kentucky's LIHEAP subsidy program to help low-income households in need of energy assistance is ongoing. Applications will be taken in alphabetic order on the first letter of the head of the household's last name. Applicant must bring in the most recent heating bill, Social Security card, or permanent resident card for each member of the household, and proof of household income for preceding months. Community action is at 411 Happy Valley Road. All right, we're going to see. I'll find out if Wes has some music history. We'll find out about that.
Sure do.
Okay, all right. We'll come right back and do a little of that, okay?
Okie doke.
Hang with us.
A college degree can mean the difference between a job you need and a career you love. But getting your degree may seem impossible because of your busy schedule. WKU Online is here to help. With over 100 online degree options, you can choose the degree that fits your goals and have the flexibility you need to fit your schedule. So get ready for that career you've been dreaming of and climb with us. Spring registration is going on now. Visit wku.edu/online today, because life at the top is worth the climb.
It's been a special week because the all-new Hardee's in Glasgow has opened up this week. Hardee's, located on Columbia Avenue, just down from Glasgow High School, right there at the intersection of the Veterans Outer Loop Boulevard. Come by and start your day with sausage egg biscuits on sale, 2 for $3.50 as we speak at Hardee's, the all-new Hardee's on Columbia Avenue.
Are you looking for a new career or maybe just part-time work? Ahead Staffing in Glasgow and Bowling Green can help make that